welcome again to another episode of Mind Reader. In today's episode, I'm going to talk about what is Tourette Syndrome. So, before I start, I would like to remind you guys again, don't forget to subscribe to our Grow Your Reader YouTube channel. Don't forget to like our Grow Your Reader Facebook page, and obviously don't forget to like and share our video. So, what is Tourette Syndrome? So, Tourette Syndrome is a rare condition in the nervous system which causes tics. So, what is tics? Tics are nothing, just these twitches of or these weird sounds that one makes repeatedly, and it's not like the person is doing it on purpose just to annoy you. It is just that something that the person can't stop because of his rare nervous condition. So it's like having hiccups. You're constantly you're giving hiccups and you can't stop it. So that's exactly how tics are. So before I start, I would like to say tics are very much common in a lot of areas, especially like if you look into the Hollywood celebrities like Billie Eilish and many other celebrities, they have this Tourette syndrome. So there are two types of tics. That first one is motor tics, which is like has to do with the movement of the body, like a sudden twitching of the neck or just keep blinking of the eyes, or just this hand crazy movement, and you might think that person is psychotic or something, but no, it's just that he has this neurological disorder. And the other one is vocal tics. He makes this weird sudden noises that tends to scare people, but it's not that he's doing it on purpose, it's just that he can't stop himself from doing this noise. It could also be something like he keeps giving sneezing noises or this coughing noises. So these are two types, motor and vocal tics. So tics can be very simple. If it's a simple tics, like it would just involve with like sudden blinking of the eye, which wouldn't look as chaotic or as disturbing as possible. But if it's a complex tic, then it would involve like somebody would be really scared if he sees the person diagnosed with Tourette syndrome. So what are the symptoms of somebody having Tourette syndrome? The symptoms usually starts between the age of 5 to 10 years, and the symptoms usually start with motor tics, like the movement of the body, and especially the twitching part, and then it might change over time. It might reappear, it might disappear as well, so in many cases, in few cases actually, that the person having this tics or the Tourette syndrome, it just over time it just changes. The tics usually happen when the person is like really either way too stressed or is way too excited. That's when you see that the person is like showing the tics, or the fact that you understand the person is diagnosed with Tourette syndrome. And the other symptoms would include like he would make this weird noises, but the noises wouldn't be something that you see in the media, how the media portrays that somebody saying swear words, or like a very weird noise. That is not usually the case for if somebody diagnosed with Tourette syndrome. It do make weird vocal sounds, that's true, but it's not like the person is continuously saying some particular words of any kind. So the diagnosis for tic is like there is no exact proper diagnosis, like because one of the reasons is that the person having the tics, like I said, it just disappears over time. But then the diagnosis can happen if the motor tics and vocal tics are there in a person together, and also it's lasting for over a year. So then maybe the diagnosis can take place. The treatment, however, there's no like a proper blood test or a medical test that shows that okay, fine, based on this test results, you can understand that there's this the person is diagnosed with Tourette syndrome. But the thing is that if you observe the symptoms within the person, then you might understand that okay, fine, maybe he's having some Tourette syndrome. So the medication or the behavioral treatment might happen. I mean, in most cases, what happens is that the person can get involved with his everyday life just having tics. Like if the environment is adjusted to the fact that okay, fine, this person will make this motor tics or will make this vocal tics, but let him be. But he can continue doing his normal life. It's not like he'll stop focusing on something, or he'll stop studying, or he'll stop talking to his peers. It's just that there's this repeated movement of for a certain period of time that just looks weird. So that's one of the reasons that there isn't you don't need a medical treatment, because the person can continue with his or her own personal life. But however, if the motor tic or vocal tics causes injury, then there's obviously, or it causes a problem in the surrounding, that then for that case there's medication and behavioral treatment for a person diagnosed with Tourette syndrome. The Tourette syndrome is actually nothing. I mean, the person diagnosed with Tourette syndrome, you shouldn't be really scared. I mean, usually what happens with people is that they get very scared and all that. There's nothing to be getting very scared of. If we as people, family, teachers, students, if accept the fact, the person accept the person's this rare condition, then it's more easier for the person to get over it. He becomes more calm, more used to it, and then gradually it disappears. So the support of his parents, his teachers, his peers is very much needed in order for the person, for a person diagnosed with Tourette syndrome to get improved. So that's it for now. I really hope that you found this video very interesting. Till our next episode, and wishing you guys a happy weekend, and also take care and thank you.